So hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So guys, in this video I am going to give you my movie review of Thor Love and Thunder. So let's get started. So before starting the video, I tell spoiler alert. If you have not seen the movie, leave this video. But yeah, subscribe my channel, okay, please. And if I talk about my overall review, then first if I talk about the script, then actually here the main villain was Gore the God Butcher, who was another planet, and he wished that gods will save them because they have some problems, but unfortunately they didn't save them. So that's why Gore became angry and he started to kill all the gods. And here we saw Thor, obviously, who was obviously Avengers Endgame. After Avengers Endgame, he teamed up with our Guardians of the Galaxy. So we saw how they fought, and then we saw that how Thor went to find our Gore, and obviously Jane Foster was one of the important character, obviously mighty Thor character, obviously, and her origin was comic accurate. That's obviously because of cancer. She wielded obviously Mjolnir, and then fought with Gore. And in the end of movie, means it was a really emotional scene when Jane, obviously guys you know, died, and Gore also. So this was the overall script. The main script is this, and if I talk about the overall movie, then seriously, if you go to another YouTube channels, then they will tell you that this movie has very much laughing scenes, very much comedy, very much means not darkness. Only because of Gore the God Butcher we were filled with the dark tone. Otherwise it's a really comedic movie. But guys, please don't hate to them. Actually they spoil this movie, and because of them obviously I think that this movie has flopped in theaters, because I could not understand how this movie flopped, because its script the overall movie was really nice, and yeah, I think No Way Home not better than No Way Home, but still this movie can be successful. How it flopped, I don't know. And I think Thor Ragnarok had more funny scenes than this. So please don't hear to them, and it's a really serious and nice movie. I will not tell serious, but yes, leveled movie I can tell. You can watch it. Taika Waititi and was the director, is really nice. It's really good this. And if I talk about the overall movie, then the first is the prose part. Then actually the prose was the overall tone that was really leveled, not too much light, not too much dark, means leveled. Not like the Thor Ragnarok, like very much comedy. Means in Thor Ragnarok overall movie was nice, but because of the comedic scenes I could not relate with the characters too much, because too much comedy was there, and nor too much dark like DC movies also. Not too much R-rated type movie. Means it's a leveled movie that I like to watch. Like the overall, the scene was really very nice and interesting. The Gore scene, the movie started with Gore, and then some funny scenes also came over Thor with Thor. Then some funny scenes. Means when the original tone was important, they have did it really very much well. Like when this some comedic tone, then they put some comedic tone, and at the end of the movie was, guys, in the end the movie was really became very much dark, and very much serious, very much nice, and the overall tone is really nice. And in the end of, obviously, we were emotional, the emotional scene, and in the end also we became happy by the some nice scenes. So that's very nice. And actually in Shang-Chi movie, the Ten Rings, so that movie was also like that much. It's really very much nice. And No Way Home was also that much movie. Means if you have watched Batman vs Superman, then in the end was really very serious. No, means we felt very sad for Superman. But in Thor: Love and Thunder, after the emotional scene also, we got nice funny comedy scenes. So yes, you can understand, and it's a really nice movie. And the overall, the Thor, the new armor was also nice. The overall fighting scenes also quite awesome, and the overall movie also very much nice. The Zeus, obviously, I will not tell too much. And now if I talk about some bad things about this, means I didn't like some cons, then the first con is that the movie Thor should get the Odin Force. As you guys know that in comics Thor had achieved Odin Force, but in this movie we accepted, but we didn't see any Odin Force, the Thor achieving Odin Force. And I think this movie Mighty Thor character was more strong and more nicely adapted, and Thor's no power was increased. Means why Marvel, yeah, one single power also of Thor didn't increase. So I was waiting for Love and Thunder, because I thought at least Thor would get some powers then, and this Thor will much more powerful than the Infinity War Thor, but that's unfortunately did not. And the overall movie was very nice, and I have no complaints. Just this was my big complaint about this movie. And all things good, all things you can imagine, all things are good. And I think this movie is one of the best Marvel movies I have ever seen, and very much nice movie, very much nice movie. And according to me, it's far better than Multiverse of Madness. And if I compare it with our Thor 3 Ragnarok, then I think this movie is little much better, because the overall enjoyment I felt it is very nice. So guys, and I want to give this movie 9.2 stars out of 5. Sorry guys, 9.2 stars out of 10. So now you guys please comment that how will you give this to this movie. And I had also uploaded some shorts that I am going to see the movie. So your response was not too much good now. So subscribe my channel guys for this type of contents. Now we'll meet in next video. Thanks for watching. Ta-ra.